Good evening, I'm Eugene Chan and welcome to Straight Talk. Our guest today is Mr. Noah Alariza, the CEO of Gulf Saudi, and we are very excited to be here on the grounds of the Hong Kong Golf Club at Fan Lane, where the Aramco Team Series, a professional women's golf competition, was held over the weekend. And since Noah became the CEO of Gulf Saudi, we have seen golf in Saudi continue to grow and solidify its position amongst the world's golf nations. So welcome, Noah, to Hong Kong.
Thank you for having me.
Right, we had a few days of golf in Hong Kong. I know it's raining heavily, but we've done it in high note.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, how happy are you so far with Hong Kong?
We've had a typhoon of a finish,
Right.
And it was not the ideal full event, but we had an exciting finish actually. So congratulations to our champion, Jiu Lin, who where we had a playoff sudden death this morning, and finishing with that thunderous putt was an incredible, exciting one. So
yeah, I was watching the putt going in, and it's so exciting.
Absolutely.
Right, and you know, I mean, Hong Kong is so happy to have you bringing the Aramco Team Series to Hong Kong, because we got to see all the top players, and it's such exciting for Hong Kong and also the GBA, the Greater Bay Area residents, that we can see top-class golf. How do you find Hong Kong so far in terms of supporting this in the future for your series?
If I tell you a bit more about the Aramco Team Series,
Yes.
it's an extremely unique format. So first of all, it's all about having an elevated event for women in golf. And women in sports is the heart and the core of the Aramco Team Series. And from starting this series, it's a 5-series event, and generally taking place in financial capital cities of the world. So we've had one in Singapore this year, we've had one in London, we are having one in Hong Kong, one in Riyadh. So that's, if you see the theme, it's of where we select those cities, it's generally speaking is financial capital. And Saudi Arabia having had strong relationships with Hong Kong from a business perspective for such a long time, it's only natural to have such a tournament in such a setting.
Right.
And to be honest with you, everybody here has been extremely gracious and welcoming.
Right.
And it's been a really great event that everyone enjoyed.
Yeah, I've got some very good friends actually playing amongst the actual pro in the team competition. This is something new and unique to your series, isn't it?
Absolutely. Not only that, we've also we managed to have the honor of having world number 1 with us in the series, Lydia Vu, who joined us. And so the Aramco Team Series, as you just said, is a unique format where, unlike a normal tournament where you have a pro-am and then a tournament, here there's a pro-am where you have amateurs teaming up with professionals. You also have amateurs playing in the actual tournament itself,
right.
Contributing to the team score.
Right.
So you have one amateur playing with 3 professionals,
Right.
providing an extremely unique experience. I had the privilege and honor of playing in an Aramco Team Series before I took on the job. And I have to say, as a golfer, that was the best experience I ever had. And I'm not selling, I'm actually telling you the truth.
Right.
Because as a golfer, when you hit a good shot, you always feel like one day I can become a professional.
Right.
This is the closest feeling of becoming a professional, because you're inside the ropes, playing with the fans around you and feeling the real pressure.
Well, I can see that by listening, even as a golf fan, you want to play better with the golf and be able to play out there one day.
For sure, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Right. No, and I also understand that there's a new partnership with the FII, the Future Investment Initiative, and they will be hosting the first Priority Asia Summit in Hong Kong in December. Can you tell us the significance of that and the Aramco Team Series?
Absolutely. So the relationship between the FII, or the Future Investment Initiatives, with the Aramco Team Series was one that was born almost naturally. If you look at golf and business, there is an intrinsic link between the two. that in general, in golf events, is touched upon but not really fully integrated. While the Aramco Team Series objective is the growth of women in sports, there's also potential of events becoming a platform for business. And what Aramco, with the unique format that I just described, of having amateurs integrated into the event, what we're trying to achieve here with this partnership with the FII is where golf meets business. And that platform, when going around the world, what ends up happening is you create a multiplier effect.
Right, I see.
That multiplier effect can mean building meaningful relationships with different countries and different individuals that can create from those meaningful relationships in a 4.5-hour round of golf a business opportunity that leads to job creation, that leads to local content, that leads to outward investment, that also can hopefully contribute to GDP growth in both countries.
I think that explains why our Chief Executive John Lee has led a delegation to Saudi Arabia and have this team series coming to Hong Kong. I'm sure Hong Kong's golf fans would love to know what is the vision and mission for Golf Saudi.
The vision and mission of Golf Saudi is an extension of Vision 2030. We have in Saudi Arabia an extremely elaborate program that is extremely ambitious, led by His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, that has had an incredible transformation that we're seeing and witnessing in Saudi Arabia. Now, with everything in Saudi Arabia that's transforming, the sports sector, which is led by the Ministry of Sport, is also transforming almost every single sport across the spectrum.
Oh, I see.
Golf Saudi being one of them. So being also led by the Minister of Sport, Prince Abdulaziz Turki Al Faisal, there's multiple federations that are under the Saudi Olympic Committee. One of those federations is the Saudi Golf Federation, and the federations are NGOs that are actually allowed to own commercial companies that execute. So Golf Saudi, led by the chairman, His Excellency Yasser Rumayyan, has a very ambitious objective of two things basically. Number one is to make Saudi Arabia a leading golf destination. Number two is to be a catalyst for the growth of golf, locally and globally. Now you may ask,
Why globally?
why globally? The reason for the global aspect of the growth of the game is it being reciprocal. So by, like as is with other sports, creating star or having star athletes, being influencers, can always grow the game back. Just like we have in football in Saudi Arabia today, we have the Cristiano Ronaldos, we have the Karim Benzemas. Those are creating very big followings and a big impact on that sport. Eventually what we're trying to do is create champions. By creating those champions, when you have that threshold moment of, for example, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, that's a generational moment.
Exactly.
That ends up creating the whole cycle of the game. And why golf, is another question maybe. Golf is a unique sport in the sense that, just like every other sport, gives you discipline, gives you ambition, gives you focus, and has attributes that if you don't make it as a professional in the sport, there's a very good chance of you having the ingredients of becoming a professional in life. So it's a character building game.
Right.
So going back to the overall, as your question is, what is our ambition, what are we trying to do? In order for us to build, so I talked about the demand perspective. from a supply and building leading golf destination is, as is with everything Saudi today, we're not necessarily playing catch-up, we're playing leapfrog. And in order for us to play leapfrog, we got to ask the question, what does golf look like 100 years from now? And start building it today.
Right. No, I read that you have, since you become CEO, you have like 50,000 more people playing golf in Saudi. Is that correct?
I wish it was correct.
Right.
50,000 have been reached.
Right.
We have a long way to go. The honest answer to that is we have a current supply shortage and infrastructure. So when going out to market and trying to build up the demand, when you don't have the supply, it's difficult to go from awareness, which is the 50,000 that you're talking about,
Yep.
that we've touched,
Yes.
and convert them into into acquisition and actually golf clubs in people's hands.
Right.
The focus right now is pretty much one word: access.
Access.
Once we develop the infrastructure, we're able to get hopefully the 50,000 number that you're talking about.
Right. So Noah, I'm very happy to hear that you have the leapfrog concept, and I'm sure Hong Kong will welcome you guys to come back, and we will definitely leapfrog with you. Thank you very much
Appreciate
for
it.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for staying with us. We had Mr. Noah Al-Azira of Golf Saudi in the first part, telling us whether Hong Kong is a good team player for success for the winning formula. Now we have invited Mr. Ian Gardiner, the General Manager of the Hong Kong Golf Club, to tell us more about this Aramco Team Series. So welcome Ian to the show.
Thank you.
So we had this wonderful three-day event in Hong Kong. You being the manager for the last 9 years, how do you find this event any different to the past events we have in Hong Kong?
Well, first of all, the format of the event was very different to the other international events that we've held here at the club. Usually, the international events that we play are individual format type events where players play individually, whereas this was a team event. And very specially, I think, this event included amateurs playing with professionals. So it was a completely different atmosphere, and I think it was very popular with the players, especially for our amateur players, having the opportunity to play with some of the very best lady players in the world, and also for the spectators and our members. It was a really great atmosphere. I think everybody really enjoyed it.
Right, Noah in his interview said that this is a very unique experience for any golfer, that
Yes.
you're able to play with these great players.
Yeah.
I'm sure even the amateur will feel a lot of pressure when they do that. Do you agree?
Absolutely. We had, I think, 13 of our club members playing as amateurs in the event, and I spoke to several of them
Yes.
during the event and afterwards, and they all said how exciting it was and how nervous they were before they went out, but having crowds of people, TV cameras, being on the big screen, and not usually taking your game to that level was quite a different experience. So they're very excited.
And I believe that with the Aramco Team Series, they have a very wide television coverage compared to the events we had before. I mean, this goes quite far, isn't it?
Yes, I believe this event was broadcast to over 100 countries around the world, and many hundreds of millions of households. So it was a huge reach and a wonderful opportunity, I think, to help put Hong Kong on the map, especially after the recent times that we've been through in Hong Kong with COVID, not being able to play events, and then being able to really showcase what Hong Kong can do as an events capital in Asia.
Right. So apart from the storm that we had, the typhoon that we had on the final day, the first few days I'm sure we had many spectators. I understand there's also a fan village. Can you tell the viewers what exactly is a fan village and what is the aim of the fan village?
Well, people who come to watch golf tournaments like to do other things apart from just watch the golf, and we tried to deliver an experience for all members of the family. So we had some activities in the spectator village, which include catering, as well as some events and experiences that all members of the family could enjoy and participate in. Unfortunately, it was impacted by the rain and the storm on the second day, but on the first day we saw a lot of families getting out there, a lot of school children coming out and getting a first experience of golf, but just enjoying to be in the atmosphere at the club was a really good chance for them.
Yeah, being a golf person yourself, I mean, you was in Africa before, you told me, and what is so special about Hong Kong? I mean, why are we now put on the map with such a great Aramco Team Series, which makes up of 5 cities, from Singapore, London, Florida, Hong Kong, and back in Saudi? What makes Hong Kong so special to be able to be part of that league?
Yeah, well, our club at Fanling has a huge history of hosting events. There are very few clubs in the world that have hosted a single international event for as many years as we have had the Hong Kong Open. We've done the Hong Kong Open now for 63 years.
Wow.
So it's, we've got a lot of experience in running these events, and we know from the feedback that we get that the players love coming here themselves. They really enjoy the unique layout of our golf course. I think our golf course shows really well on TV too, so sponsors and organizers really enjoy running events here. And I think it's just the environment in Hong Kong, the activities, both on the course and in the club and also in the city, provide a pretty unique opportunity for participants in the event, players, as well as spectators.
I think, apart from the actual venue, I'm sure the players that you can attract to the competition will make a big difference to the sort of the attraction to the spectators. I understand that they are residents from the Greater Bay Area. They travel to Hong Kong to watch this. So I believe we had the number 1 and number 3 seeded player in the world in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Is it a normal thing for Hong Kong to have such luxury?
Well, it's one of the benefits of running the Hong Kong Open is we've had some great players that play in that event too. In fact, in the 63 years that we've played the Hong Kong Open, it's been won on 14 occasions by a major champion in the world. So we're very used to having the very best male players in the world playing in that event. But to have 3 of the top 4 lady players in the world playing in this event, and really the first time that we've been able to showcase what we can do for ladies golf in terms of international events was a really unique opportunity for us.
Yes, Ian and I saw that the admission was free on the Friday, and the tickets for Saturday, even today, was just $150 Hong Kong dollars, and there were shuttle buses being organised from the closest MTR station. So I think the club has done a lot to facilitate the public to be able to see all these great players. So what are comments you've heard from the local golfers or even fans that you have met so far?
Yeah, I think we've heard from some of the fans that came in to watch from the Greater Bay Area about how much they enjoyed coming here. Some of them hadn't been to Hong Kong before, and I think they realized after coming to watch this event that there was a lot more to see and do in Hong Kong than perhaps they were aware of. So it was really good to see people coming from other parts of the world and experiencing what we can offer here at Fanling.
Yeah, our Hong Kong government is trying the Night Vibes Hong Kong campaign to boost up local spending. I'm sure, hopefully, with more of such events in Hong Kong, we definitely put us back on the map.
Yes, and our club is really keen to help in any way we can. We've got the Hong Kong Open coming back again in less than a month from today, and other events planned for next year. We hope that the Aramco Team Series, although it's not confirmed, will return for a second playing of the event next year. But other very exciting events, including Live event, which will be huge for Hong Kong, and by far the biggest event that we would ever have done when it comes in March. So There's a lot coming, and we plan to do whatever we can to help
Yes.
Hong Kong to really, put our best face forward around the world and show Hong Kong as the wonderful place that it is for hosting international events.
Right, Ian, one of the mission that of Gulf Saudi that Noah has shared with us is they want to not only promote the sport locally, but also promote it globally. And they really want to have local idols and stars that can unite the people. And it looks like Hong Kong, we are actually on that track as well with the recent success in the Asian Games.
Yeah, we for many years, we've put a lot of effort into developing the game from the grassroots level, but also supporting the elite players once they reach the standard, of representing Hong Kong internationally. And we've done that for many years, and in fact that's one of our main missions at this club, is to develop the game of golf for all people.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was wonderful, a huge result for us and the Hong Kong Golf Association to see the Hong Kong team performing so well in the recent Asian Games, and a fantastic result with Tai Chi Ko winning the gold medal,
Yes.
and the men's team a bronze medal, which was simply, the best result that we could ever have expected, and wonderful to see, and a great inspiration for other young players coming up, who look at these results, and they're really inspired to achieve the same kind of thing themselves. So we expect to see a big, uptake in interest in the game, and we will do whatever we can through our outreach activities into schools, and all of the work that we do with the Hong Kong Golf Association to further develop the game and inspire other children to achieve great results.
Right, Ian, I mean, there's often comment that we heard that a lot of businesses actually done on the golf course. Do you agree?
Absolutely. It's well known around the world that golf provides an opportunity for people to relax in each other's company. They're together for 4 hours on the golf course, and they have an opportunity to really be relaxed and have a good interpersonal relationship developed. So that we know that it's used a lot by our members to entertain business clients, and also a lot of members of the public who come together with their friends to play here during the week at Fanling. It's used for the same reason. So it's a great conduit, I think, for business development,
Right.
the game of golf. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you one last question. How do you anticipate Hong Kong's golf and also the sports development to what extent with what has happened so far? I mean, we have great results at the Asian Games. We have international events coming back. What do you think is going to happen in short?
Really, I think the sky's the limit. This is just a foothold, what has been achieved. And I think with the support of the Hong Kong government, supporting our National Sports Association, the Hong Kong Golf Association, and us providing the facilities, I think we can really take it forward and do more and more for golf at all levels, from the grassroots up to the elite national team players.
So thank you, Ian, for your valuable insight. And I'd like to leave you all with a quote from journalist Nuri Vadachi. You can leave Hong Kong, but it will never leave you. We hope that the Magic of Hong Kong will never leave all of our Aramco Team Services. Have a good evening and see you next week.